You worked a little bit this morning.
I worked a little bit this morning, yeah.
Okay.
So then I got the text saying, hey, I gotta fill in the 4, 5, and 6. So I'm glad to be here.
We're excited to have you today. We have a big show coming up here on Midwest Access today. We have many guests joining us. We have a little fashion show in just a bit. Those were the folks you could see peeking behind me moments ago. We also have a shoe drive that we are going to tell you more about. Plus, we have a special Thursday edition of Mitchell's Movie Minute, and you'll learn why in just a bit. We also are preparing for the new year. We have some mixed drinks that we're going to show you how to make for New Year's Eve, but then we also are switching over to the next year and your New Year's resolutions. We're going to talk about some exercise options in Rochester, plus another New Year's Eve party to tell you about coming up in Rochester, and this one has free admission and a lot of events for the kids. So we'll tell you where that is coming up a little bit later here on Midwest Access.
Yeah, mixed drinks and exercising. Are we going to combine both of those?
Yes, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Most people are anyway, right? You party on New Year's Eve and then you exercise.
Yeah, you got to hit the goals right on January 1st. Hit the gym.
A lot of people have that same goal. Let's get to our question of the day. Here it is today. According to a survey, Monday is the toughest day of the week to do what? Now, many people are probably saying, get up, go to work.
Roll out of bed.
Maybe it's something completely peculiar that we wouldn't think of.
You know what? Maybe it's making dinner for the family.
Okay.
So that could be a good one, I think.
That could be. I'm going to go with just getting up. Getting out of the bed.
Yeah, just
not hitting snooze a bazillion times.
Wiping the crust from your eyes.
Lovely. But yes, maybe that's it on Monday. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can let us know what you think the answer is on Facebook. We will answer the question at the end of the show. All right, let's focus on weather now. Another decent day out there. Really just doesn't feel like winter because we aren't seeing any of that snow.
No, we're not seeing a lot of snow at all, really, even this month here. We saw a lot of rain on Christmas, at least. So we are seeing some more mostly cloudy to overcast skies, really looking at Signal Hill right now. 31 degrees here in the city, just below freezing. So those winds out of the north-northwest at 15 miles per hour is making it feel 11 degrees cooler, though, at 20 degrees here in Rochester. Temperatures across the region are going to be into the mid to lower 30s right now, and we are going to be seeing some snow that's moving on off towards our south into central Iowa right now and just over course of western Illinois. So some of us could have seen some flurries today, but we are seeing a lot of that snow move out of the region for us here. And we are going to be seeing some more mostly cloudy skies tonight into the overnight hours. But our winds are going to be dying down slowly. By the time we get to midnight tonight, we're going to be seeing winds into the mid to lower 20s for us in terms of the miles per hour there and into the upper teens by midnight tonight, but we're going to be all clear for tomorrow in terms of those winds. And looking ahead for us right now, we are going to be seeing some more partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies overnight, and temperatures still going to be a little bit warmer around 11 p.m. for this time of year at the upper 20s and lower 30s for us here. So I'm tracking a small snow chance for our weekend here in my next forecast. You don't want to miss that. Cami?
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks so much, David. Michaela Moser is here, and she is an assistant store leader at Shields in Rochester, and she oversees the fashion shop. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate it. We are so happy that you're here, and you're the perfect person to join us today because we have the holidays right around the corner, many people attending parties. So holiday fashion is on some folks' minds.
Yes, absolutely. And then we have everything from your loungewear fashion to your athleisure fashion, even a little bit of sparkle if that's what you're into.
Okay. So first, let's talk about your outfit here. Is this pleather, leather?
Faux leather, vegan leather, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
It's fake leather.
Okay.
I've got on a Spanx bodysuit here. I'm obsessed with it. It's so comfortable.
So they have Spanx at Shields?
We have Spanx, all the Spanx, from joggers to sweatpants, the bodysuit, all the things. And then I've also got on some Steve Madden faux leather pants as well, and then some Cupid booties.
Okay, love it. And we have some other models that are joining us. Your mics are on back there, so we heard a little whispering. But we have a couple models in studio with us today. Who do you have for us?
Yes, I've got Steve here.
All right, Steve.
So Steve,
looking good.
Yes, Steve is wearing a 7 Diamonds sweatshirt. He's wearing a 7 Diamonds jacket as well. Some Liverpool jeans and some white sneakers to kind of make it a little more of a casual look and more comfortable.
How do you decide what jeans you're going to wear? Liverpool jeans, I don't know much about jeans, especially men's jeans. So what are we looking for?
So when it comes to men, it's all about comfort and fit. They want to be able to feel great in them. They're nice and soft. Liverpool is a great brand because they have a really good stretch while still having great durability. So they can wear them for a lot of different things.
Okay, and the shacket, those are still in.
Shackets are still in. They are not going anywhere for men, women, kids, all the above.
Okay, do you like your shacket?
I do. It's really warm and comfortable.
It's nice.
So
It
you
looks
can wear
nice.
this. You can wear this just like today's weather.
Yeah.
It's just super comfortable, not cold.
Perfect. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Next up, we have another model here.
Yes, we have Anna. Anna is doing a little bit of sparkle and glam for us today. She is wearing a Buy Together jumpsuit. So all the sparkle going on here. She even has pockets because we all love
I noticed
those.
straight away.
Yes. She's got a Katie Luxon little clutch here too, and she is wearing Dolce Vita heels.
Okay, perfect. And you're comfortable?
Very comfortable.
How easy is it to use the restroom in this outfit?
It's okay.
Okay.
But it's very comfortable, so easy to get on.
So
easy
it's
to
worth
get off.
it.
Yes.
It's worth it.
Yes.
And the sparkle looks great. And the jumpsuits, are they in forever too?
I think they're in forever. It's one of those things where you don't have to find pants to match the shirt because they're already combined.
You don't have to make as many decisions as we normally would. Yeah. All right, I'll have you come back out and we'll have both of our models stand right here showing off their holiday fashion. We have a little more, you could probably go anywhere in this outfit, and this is a little more casual that works for really any party and gathering that you're headed to. All right, anything more that you'd like our viewers at home to know? Anything really special you offer at Shields this time of year?
This time of year especially, we're here for all the returns, so if you have any issues with that, we're here to help you with it. But mostly just come on in and see all the new spring stuff that's already starting to pop in. I know it's still December,
What's popular
but
this spring?
This spring,
What do I need to know? I don't know much about
we
fashion.
already have jean shorts showing up right now on the floor, and they're adorable.
Okay.
Some corduroy even shorts.
So many people were worrying about the Britney Spears low rise coming back. Is that not the case?
I will fight that.
Okay.
No,
So
no
you can
low
find
rise.
some other options. They're not all low rise.
Mid and high rise are still
Okay.
going to be your two popular ones.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks all three of you for joining
you.
us today. Shields at Apache Mall here in Rochester.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
We have much more to come here on Midwest Access. Our Tom Overly literally just sprinted into the studio, and there he is. You can wipe the sweat off your forehead there. A quick run for Tom. He has our news headlines when we come back. Thanks for sticking with us here on Midwest Access today. It is time for a look at some of the day's top headlines. Joining us in the studio is our Tom Overly. Hey there, Tom.
Happy Thursday to you.
Happy
So in the
Thursday.
news headlines at this hour, the chancellor at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse is out of a job after news surfaced of online pornographic videos of he and his wife. By unanimous vote, the UW Board of Regents voted to immediately terminate Dr. Joe Gao, who has served at UWL since 2007. UW President Jay Rothman did release a statement saying in part, quote, "In recent days, we learned of specific conduct by Gao that subjected the university to significant reputational harm. His actions were abhorrent," end quote. Since Gao is a tenured faculty member, Rothman says he will be placed on paid administrative leave. However, a complaint has been filed with UWL's interim chancellor asking that his tenured status be reviewed. An outside law firm is also investigating this situation. In other news, a local flag shop has seen a dramatic increase in sales of our old state flag. Harold's Flag in Northwest Rochester says it sold a year's worth of Minnesota flags in just 2 weeks. The owner, Lee Harold, says that some of his flag suppliers have already run out of them. He started getting calls right away after the new flag's final design was announced here in Minnesota. The shop has been swamped ever since.
Buying it for historic reasons. So they have it in the future just as a piece of history, and they're also buying it because they prefer it, and they're not enthused about the current one, what the commission has chosen.
And Harold says the new Minnesota state flag should be widely available for sale around this March. Well, the end of 2023 will also mean the closing of a favorite popular coffee shop in Chatfield. The town's Cabin Coffee announced on Facebook that it's closing its doors permanently on Sunday. The shop says gift cards can be redeemed before the end of the year in Chatfield, but will also be valid at any other local Cabin Coffee locations. The business says it's grateful for all of the support and love from its customers throughout its 8 years of business. Well, now that Christmas is officially over, people are getting ready to take down those Christmas trees and the holiday decorations. Olmsted County wants to make it easy for you to properly dispose of them. Officials with Olmsted County Environmental Resources say that the compost site is open for Christmas tree disposal every day during daylight hours through the month of March. They recommend removing the ornaments, the lights, the stands, of course, before disposing of the live tree, as well as sorting through decor, any decor.
We get a lot of questions about batteries this time of year as well. Lithium and other types of rechargeable batteries, we would want to see those brought to the Olmsted County Hazardous Waste Facility. Single-use alkaline batteries can go in your trash.
Officials also encourage you to recycle the light stands and also throw leftover wrapping paper in the garbage, since it's not accepted by any paper mills. You can find the exact hours of the drop-off locations on KTTC.com. Also, folks ready to toss their real Christmas trees in Mason City can get their pickup on January 10th. The city is asking you to put them on the curb before 7 a.m. And if the tree is taller than 6 feet, get out the saw, cut it in half. In Albert Lee, you are asked to make sure that your trees are to Frank Hall Park or take them to the transfer station on Richmond or Richway Drive by January 6. Finally, the Times Square New Year's Eve ball will look a little different this year. With only 3 days to go until the ball drops, we are getting a sneak peek at the new design for the 2024 New Year's Eve ball. This year it features a bow tie pattern that will sparkle over Times Square. A new design is created in partnership with Fontainebleau Las Vegas, a new luxury resort and casino that opened up on the Las Vegas Strip earlier this month. The new bow tie lighting pattern reflects the shape of the streets below at the crossroads of the world. Well, that's a look at your headlines at this hour. More news today at 5 and 6. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. Joining us now in studio is Brooke Schneider. She is here to tell us more about a shoe drive that's coming up. How are you?
Good.
So you brought some shoes.
Yes.
Because there's a shoe drive, and this is a special shoe drive. We'll talk a little bit more about the cause in just a bit, but so many people have shoes just lying around at home, and you don't necessarily need new shoes.
No, gently worn.
Okay.
And used.
So what church are you with?
Good Shepherd Lutheran Church in Plainview.
And this shoe drive is for the youth there?
Yes, so we are doing a mission trip in July of next year, so we're just trying to raise money to help, less out of pocket. So.
Okay, and this is a way to fundraise but not actually go door to door and collect money.
Yes, it's a
folks.
win-win. So
we have this drive coming up in Rochester at 2 different Hy-Vee locations.
actually we've extended it to all 4.
Oh,
so
that's great.
it's going to be so much easier for folks to get to.
Yes.
So it's going to be at all locations.
Okay, what day?
January 13th from 1 to 3.
Okay.
We'll be located at the end of each parking lot. We're going to try to have some tents up there so we can stick out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what the weather's going to be like,
Right.
so hopefully we don't have a blizzard.
Right.
But we'll be out there.
People can make their way out and drop off the shoes. It's a really easy way to give back and also
Yeah.
clean out your closet a little bit,
Yes.
get rid of some of those shoes and make sure they go to a great home. So that leads me to my next question. Where do the shoes go once they drop them off?
So a big truck comes and they take them over to third world countries, and there's entrepreneurs over there that sell these shoes.
Right.
And it helps, gain job opportunities for, people over there, and then
Yeah.
as well as helping their families out of poverty. So it's really a win-win. Like we get
Win-win-win-win, I
Yeah,
think.
three-way. Like it's helping us fundraise and helping them create jobs and also get their families out of poverty. So
Right.
it's
So
super-
are we looking for specific sizes, boy, girl shoes, does it matter?
No, we are taking every single kind of shoes except for rollerblades and ice skates.
Okay, we even have cleats up here.
Yeah, so we are getting lots of like soccer cleats, football cleats. So these are some examples of some, gently worn shoes, sandals, Crocs, flip-flops, anything.
Okay.
So sometimes, we can't have holes, and like the soles need to be attached,
Right.
and So
But these are pretty gently worn. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just looking for, anything.
yeah, no holes, but yeah, if clean out your closets, we need a ton of shoes.
Right.
So
And you have a goal.
yes, we do
that
have a
you're trying
goal
to
of
reach?
100 bags, which is, 25 per bag.
Okay.
So we need a lot, but we only need about 1,200 more to reach our goal.
Okay.
So come
right.
visit us at all the Hy-Vees.
Perfect. So it's been extended to now all the Hy-Vees in Rochester, and the big fundraiser is on January 13th from 1 to 3.
1 to 3 p.m. at all the Hy-Vees.
It's as easy as that.
It is. Just drop them off. Throw them at us. I don't care. We just need a lot.
We are in need of shoes. Brooke, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
And then that mission trip is scheduled for when?
I believe it's July of 24.
Are you going?
So, my children are.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. And that's in New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay. So doing some good there as well. Thanks again for being here. We have more
Thank you.
details about the shoe drive on our website. That's kttc.com. Just click Midwest Access and check your closet because you probably have a few shoes. I'm going to because I know I have way too many shoes at my place.
Heels.
You need heels?
We'll
okay.
take some heels.
I'll find some flats too. But I do have a lot of heels as well. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
More to come on Midwest Access, including our Julian Mitchell. There he is. He's in the house for his final Mitchell's Movie Minute. We'll tell you why after the break. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us here on Midwest Access. It's time for Movie Minute on a Thursday with our very own Julian Mitchell. And I mentioned before the break, this will be the final Mitchell's Movie Minute.
Yes, it is. It is bittersweet. Today is my last day of Movie Minute Sports as well. So bittersweet day, sad day, but happy about it. There's been a lot of things that I've been able to do today that I think that have been kind of full of my time.
Yeah.
Not only Movie Minute, I was just left the Kiwanis Hockey Festival shooting games there. So this is kind of the picture perfect last day of just doing everything I've loved doing here.
Some fun things happening today. So in this business, there are opportunities all over the country, and Julian has found another opportunity in a different location. He hasn't revealed just yet where he's headed, but he is headed to another position somewhere else. So we're happy for you, and congratulations on a move, but we are sad to see you go. That's for sure.
I'm sad to leave. I'm gonna miss this place a lot. I mean, I came here out of college, first job, looking for something. I didn't even visit here, and I just said I'm gonna sign up and work in Rochester, and it's been an incredible 3 years.
Yes, and you have done so many great things in the sports department,
appreciate
and
that.
your energy and your comedy a little bit.
little bit,
is
just a little
always
bit.
is always appreciated, I think, by many throughout the region. So we had to have Julian join us on his last day because we have to know your top movies of all time here. We've talked about some movies that you've seen in the theaters every weekend, but we have to know your top 4 movies.
Top four. They rotate every time, but 4 is pretty perfect. There's
Okay.
this app. If any film lovers watch, it's the app called Letterboxd. You have your 4 favorites. So 4 favorites is pretty perfect. We'll start here with kind of the number 4. This spot
Okay.
rotates. I don't know if I'm going to put hard
I
numbers
haven't
on
seen this
these.
movie, Julian.
But this is broadcast news. Love that you put the date in here because I remember none of these dates off the top of my head. But a 1987 film, James L. Brooks. It's incredible. It is actually, you should watch it. It's a movie very much about this business. Those 3 characters there all work for a television station there, and it kind of shows their lives as they work and then also just live in this business. The fact that for one of the characters, it's hard to find a relationship in this business and balancing your personal life and work life when you're a big-time executive producer doing everything, a sports anchor turned news anchor there, as well as a reporter looking to make the step to anchor. So it's a movie very much about our lives.
So is
in a
it
lot of ways.
realistic? Because I know there's so many different movies out there. When you see broadcast news, it's like, okay, that's not real. But this is.
Yes, this is, and from kind of my research and listening to other people talk about this movie, because this is one I listened to a podcast about that kind of really recommended it to me and sparked me to watch it, was the director did a lot of research with reporters of like,
Nice.
what is it like to actually
Yeah.
work in this industry?
Okay.
And that applies right into the movie.
Because it might not be what you think.
Not at all.
As you probably learned as this being your first job.
Yes, not at all. I mean, you think it's the glitz and glamour of being somewhere and just
Yeah,
you
there's a
read
little
the-
glitz
You
and
read
glamour.
the news. There is some glitz and glamour. I mean, these lights make me look pretty good, I will say.
But other than that, yes, there are some interesting parts that you probably don't know about TV news. So broadcast news, I'll have to watch that one for sure.
Great movie.
All right, coming in at number 3 here.
Yeah, next up, I got to stick with my superhero, my nerd roots here. This is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, this first Spider-Verse film. This movie is incredible. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. As a kid growing up, my favorite superhero still is, and this is the perfect Spider-Man movie about what it means to be Spider-Man and that anyone can put on that mask.
And it came out in 2018.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So this.
So you watched it when you were. This wasn't like something from you being a little kid. You liked it when you were a bit older too.
I loved it when I was a bit older. I think the message sticks across for everyone of just anyone can do something. I think that's the big thing of Miles Morales and the character and showing anyone can be Spider-Man.
Okay. Next up, what do we have coming in at number 2?
Yeah, coming in at number 2. This is Arrival. This is a sci-fi mystery film starring Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner. Essentially, kind of quick plot. Aliens, bunch of alien pods come down to Earth with no message, no anything, and civilization tries to figure out what is happening. Why are these aliens here? And Amy Adams plays a linguist who is asked by the military to go up and try to interpret the messages and communicate with these aliens. But it's a really beautiful movie that I don't want to spoil because it kind of unravels into something bigger about life, communication, that is frankly extremely beautiful. The ending of this film is like one of the top endings, to me at least, in movie history.
All right, so something to check out. So drum roll please, Derek. What is number 1 for Julian Mitchell?
Number 1, this is Good Will Hunting. I'm sure a lot of people may have seen this movie. This film's fantastic. Matt Damon, Robin Williams, and there's just so much to love about this movie. I think obviously that It's Not Your Fault sticks out all the time to a lot of people in that moment, in that scene. I think it's also a beautiful thing about love. I gotta go see about a girl.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I think everyone's incredible in this movie. It's extremely well written. And it's my favorite movie. I think that was the first movie outside of, I think, watching Malcolm X with my dad, that was like, oh, this is movies. This is more than a superhero film or things I liked as a kid. Like, this is a film.
97, Good Will Hunting. Number 1 on Julian Mitchell's list. I have to talk to you briefly, though, about that movie that's coming out this weekend that people are talking about. What is it called again?
Anyone But You?
The rom-com. Yes.
Yeah, Anyone But You.
Okay, you haven't seen it yet.
I've not seen it yet. I'm going to see it Saturday.
Okay.
That's the big, huge thing.
So we don't know your take on it yet because was it Darian? She was like, Rotten Tomatoes has it at about 20% right now.
Yeah, look, you know, rom-coms especially nowadays, tough to get good ratings as far as Rotten Tomatoes and things like that. But the star power, one, Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney, the drama of whether there was a relationship or anything going on between the two, this is what we need. A nice, good, 2 people, 2 stars having chemistry, making a rom-com that's fun. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm in.
So you're going to see it this weekend. All right. Julian Mitchell, thank you so much. Before you go, though, we have to leave you with some of our favorite moments from Julian Mitchell. All right? Tim, take it.
What's going on, friends? I'm Julian Mitchell. Tonight on the Sports Wall, thanks to our Chuck Sibley, we'll take a trip into the archives and preview tomorrow's Prep Bowl games. Plus, John Marshall faces PEM in our first high school girls hoops game of the year. Welcome back to Sports Extra. Storeville has been the team to beat in Section 1-4A pretty much all season, but who will they face for the section title? What's going on, friends, and welcome into the final regular season edition of Sports Extra. I'm Julian Mitchell alongside Nick Speliopoulos. I got myself some drip here tonight. Huh?
That is a legitimate chain.
It's just a straight up chain.
It is heavy.
Not a Cuban link, just chain.
Yeah.
You want to play a little bit more outright?
Yeah, I like that. Oh, good shape. Let's turn it right at it. Be the right wrench.
Right.
Right past the pin, just on the left edge. That's pin high, at least. Good shot.
Julian was with me in the ropes last night there with the champagne and the beer flying everywhere. How you doing? Did you get a nice shower?
I'm doing good. Not as bad as you did. I was in there, dodging the bottles.
You were.
Tried to say you got the key, at least first one. I'm saying the key like I know what I'm talking about, but I tried to stay away from the trash cans full of beer.
Yes, I didn't know that tip. Don't stand next to where all the beer is or they will find you.
Yeah.
And they will douse you.
The good thing too is, wearing the glasses, I kind of have some goggles. There are a couple sprays that would have hit me right in the eye, but glasses.
My eyes were I was like, I'm done with the interview. I can't see anything.
Yeah, not great, but a ton of fun.
Yeah,
and one guy gets an injury, but the car literally just taps him on the knee and he's like, oh, and starts crying.
So you liked it?
It's absurd. It's a ton of fun, and it's really cool. Like I said, they don't make movies like this anymore, and Rachel Sennett and Io Debris are 2 of maybe the funniest people. Every single time when they look in the camera, they're like, is love truly blind? So it's pretty good.
You do a pretty good impression of that. Maybe you should reach out to some of the writers.
I'd love to do it. I'm in. If you don't recognize this man with the mustache next to me, this is, of course, Kirk Cousins, Vikings quarterback, here today in Zumbrota.
Had to end with the curtains closing. You're
That was
probably one of the
beautiful.
only people that have their own fancy open and close like
Do
that.
I get to keep that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
perfect. I'll take that with
Absolutely.
me. Thank you for that. That was
Yeah.
really, I did not know you were doing that, so that was really beautiful.
It's always fun to look back 3 years here at KTTC.
3 years. You saw
Julian Mitchell.
Mark in there, gave me a shot. Our first news director as well gave me a shot there, and luckily our news director now, Michael, kept me around and been able to keep doing this for 3 years.
And again, congratulations on your next opportunity.
Thank
You'll
you.
have to stay tuned on Julian's social media. Is that correct?
That is right. We'll have an announcement soon, hopefully, about what's going on next.
All right. Best of luck again,
Thank you.
Julian Mitchell. All right, let's have the curtain close one more time for Mr. Movie Minute. Well, we are getting ready to ring in the new year. Ken Berg is the Director of Operations at 125 Live in Rochester, and we have some drinks and some exercise today. How are
Excellent.
you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really excited to demonstrate some upcoming classes and programs we're doing.
Yes. So first, should we show off the drinks? Well, actually, Derek, you exercise on the bike while we get ready to do the drinks, okay?
Do a little exercise.
So he has his shoes off for a reason. This is for the aqua.
This is for an aqua cycle that we have.
Okay.
So one of the things we'll actually kind of segue into going as he's going to be pedaling there. We didn't quite size him up properly for the bike, but he's just going to keep it
Your knees might
going.
be a little high.
So what we have is we utilize a shared space with the Rochester Recreation Center at 125 Live, where we have our nearly 90-degree warm water pool. So we have 7 cycles, and we're going to be demoing our first time for a real class this New Year's Day. So around about the noon hour, we're going to be having registered appointments that people can come in and test ride these bikes in the water.
Okay.
We'll have an instructor running them through a standard cycling class. Some of the things that you're going to notice about them is they don't have any resistance because the actual foot pedals are the resistance. They're
Okay.
paddles. So we can adjust the resistance by how much water we allow through a certain gauge on the bottom. And the biggest thing is we understand that someone who's training for their triathlon or some big type of exercises aren't going to get the greatest workout. But this is for individuals who have joint mobility issues, pain or discomfort, or general fear of using a bicycle.
Okay.
Because whilst they're in the water, there's additional buoyancy. The warm water is going to help with certain joint issues. So they're going to be able to go through a greater range of motion and do some cardiovascular exercises while they feel very safe while they're in the water.
And we have some of these specialty classes coming up on New Year's Day.
New
at your
Year's
open
Day
house.
at our open house, we're going to be doing them. Registration's required, so if anyone's
Right.
interested, they can call ahead and go again and get on our list. Big draw is that we are going to start making them a regularly occurring activity coming into the new year for 2024.
Okay, they weren't before?
They weren't before because we just got them.
Okay.
And it was one of the exciting bits of how do you use a bike that goes in the pool.
Right.
So it's a little bit unusual for what people are expecting, but we've had a pretty good feedback so far with our little our pilot programming that we've been doing.
Okay, so New Year's Day, they have an open house and a few specialty classes. So $5 is all it costs to join the class, but pre-register before.
Does require pre-registration, yep.
Perfect. We have those details on our website. So next time, Derek just needs to bring his Speedo.
He definitely should dress
Okay.
appropriately for the pool.
Okay, perfect. Got that. Let's get into the drinks, and we'll touch on the open
Excellent.
house once again in just a bit. We're making some mixed drinks today.
We're
What do
going to
you
be doing
have
a
for
mixed
us?
drink today. So we have a new program, and it's meant to be a bit silly. It's a play on things. We're calling them pretentious cocktails.
Okay.
So once monthly, we're doing a simple cocktail, and we're making it absolutely complicated. So we're going to go, instead of basically just making, we're going to be doing a mule today.
Okay.
So instead of taking the ginger beer, mixing it with the simple syrups and mixing them all together, our program that we've created, we're candying the limes, we're actually creating our own ginger beer. We're going through the whole process step by step. So instead of a 15-minute cocktail, it's about an hour-and-a-half cocktail.
Okay.
So,
Where
but
do
the whole
we
bit
begin?
is, well, the begins is what we'd normally do under certain circumstances. We'd actually be boiling our syrup. So we utilize our 3 cups of water, a cup of sugar. Perfect. And then also a cup of ginger
Okay.
that we've diced up really small. But we'd be boiling it, kind of shredding it up a little bit so that we go ahead and be able to make that syrup mix.
So that's the ginger.
That's the ginger. And we've actually been boiling it over a long period of time. So we're going to go ahead.
Smell the ginger.
Yes, there's a little bit of ginger in here.
Yeah.
So actually it's a little bit goes a long way,
It's
but
okay.
I'm incredibly messy here.
That's totally fine.
Perfect.
Derek cleans up the table afterwards too.
I really
so.
appreciate him doing that. He runs the bike, he runs the cleanup. I feel kind of bad now. Well, we'll see what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take about 2 ounces of our syrup that we made with the ginger. That we, like I said, been cooking all day. And we're going to go ahead and take about 2 ounces of our tonic water.
Just basic tonic water.
Standard as it could be. We can go ahead and cut up a lime here.
Okay.
And about 1/4 ounce of lime juice is going to go in there as well.
Okay.
What we're going to get into, so we got our 4 ounces there. We're going to get into our cup. And we normally measure approximately 2 ounces of this.
Sure.
But we'll just kind of put it in there until we feel really good about it.
Okay.
So it should be the spot right there.
Looks good.
I feel good about it.
Perfect.
Well, then we'd also dress it up a little bit.
Add a little decoration. So this class is an actual class at 125
An
Live.
actual class, we're doing it the last Wednesday of each month, all the way from January through April.
Okay.
So currently planned out. So we'll be doing a variety of simple drinks, the mule, some old fashions, fairly complicated martinis, and a whole bunch more different
That's
stuff.
fun. And 125 Live, for those at home that don't know, it's for 18 years old and up.
Yes. So this class particularly is for 21 and
Well,
up.
that would make sense.
Yes.
I didn't think
We want
of
to make
that.
sure everybody's very clear about that. We are a unique facility as a community center. We're open to anyone over the age of 18. We do have some multi-generational programming where people can bring children or minors in to do certain activities through our arts, like our pottery, as well as some fitness classes and open pool times. But classes like this, we fill up very fast, so we always encourage people to do early registration.
Okay. And the open house. So excited about the open house because there are some complimentary classes as well. There's yoga and a few other ones.
Yes, so we're going to be doing yoga, and then we have 3 of our most popular, well, everyone's very popular as far as instructors, but we have 3 very outgoing instructors who are going to actually be leading an hour-long line dance as well, too. So we're going to be incorporating more fitnessy with some more fun and recreation activities that we're going to be able to do.
What time do we need to show up for the open house?
You can show up as early as 9 a.m. for the open house.
And this is on New Year's Day.
New Year's Day, we're going to have a full coffee bar, and we're also going to be demoing a lot of our specialty protein drinks and things that we have available for purchase at our facility. Yes.
You're busy over there at 125 Live.
Yes.
One more time, what is this drink?
That is a Moscow Mule.
A Moscow Mule. A fancy Moscow Mule here on Midwest Access. Ken, thanks so much for being here.
All right, thanks for having me.
We appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back with a look at weather. Our David Burkett will join us when we return. There's a live look in downtown Rochester. The Christmas tree is still up at the Plummer Building. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. It's weather time. You may have noticed that the moon has been nice and big as of late.
Very illuminated, very full out here across the Rochester skies in southeastern Minnesota.
Is that done yet or no?
So it's basically done. We're going to have 97% of illumination really tonight for a waning gibbous, that is.
Oh, it's too bad we don't have any snow for that to reflect off of.
I know, right? And it's going to be driving at night. You're going to need like those, I saw a commercial once, like those infomercials for like sunglasses at night when you're driving. So I mean, you could have maybe used those if we had enough snow on the ground.
Yeah, you could have.
Light coming off the moon.
So we've seen the cold moon, and where did that name come from?
So
I've never heard of that until this year.
I'm pretty positive all these names come from the Farmer's Almanac, and I think the latest, this cold moon, came from the Mohawk tribe, I believe, is what they said on the Farmer's Almanac. So when I looked it up, but we are seeing a big moon here, thanks to Kirsten, who submitted that photo to our Facebook page here for our weather photo community, and we're seeing a beautiful photo here, lots of craters. I'm always amazed by how wonderful these photos turn out that everyone submits here. But speaking about the cold moon, we're not really seeing much cold temperatures here to reflect the cold moon here. We're seeing temperatures just below freezing, which is warm for this time of year here. And we are seeing a lot of cloudy skies. It's keeping us at least a little bit warmer here, besides the feels like temperature at 18 degrees outside. Temperatures around the region, they're going to be into the mid to low 30s depending where you are. 32 in Preston, 32 in Austin there into Mower County. So lots of like more warmer temperatures right now, but the wind speeds are coming out of the northwest at the moment, seeing anywhere from the lower teens for those wind speeds right now to the lower 20s there into Mason City there into Sierra Gordo County. So we're seeing some breezy conditions that'll really last through the next few hours into tonight. A lot of cloud coverage starting to kind of dissipate slowly here as we get into Olmsted County along the I-90 boundary. We'll be seeing a lot of overcast skies through tonight and mostly cloudy skies for a little bit of clearing. But we're seeing a lot of snowfall that's coming into central Wisconsin at the moment that some of us maybe saw some few flurries for today. But as we head into this weekend, we are going to be seeing some cloudy skies tonight and a chance for some stray flurries, which we'll get to in just a second. And we're going to see some more mild temperatures and sunshine as we head into the new year, into 2024. So tracking this out, wind speeds will be out of the north today for that wind direction. Some cloud cover sticking with us through midnight, temperatures into the upper 20s. And then we're going to be slowly clearing out here in tomorrow morning around 8:30. Still temperatures into the upper 20s, but tomorrow into the afternoon we're going to be peaking around to the mid to upper 30s for our high temperature for tomorrow, and we'll be back into the low 30s by the time we get to 4:30 at Saturday morning. Snow chances for this week going to be on Saturday night into Sunday morning, a little bit in terms of that timing for us here into Saturday night. So we are going to be seeing a chance for some flurries or light snowfall. This is kind of going to be the two model agreements right now. Not a lot of agreement besides what's above I-94 into central Wisconsin, but best chance for us to get some flurries or some light dusting here along the Mississippi River counties. Tonight, we're going to be seeing decreasing clouds through the overnight hours, pretty much mostly cloudy before we get to the early morning hours. Winds out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, more sunshine, temperatures into the upper 30s for us here in Olmsted County for that high. But over the course of this week, we are going to be seeing more sunshine and more milder temperatures into the 30s. Cammie?
All right, David, thank you so much. Hey, we have another way to celebrate New Year's Eve in Rochester. We're going to tell you more about this fun event at Mayo Civic Center and what you need to know about it when we return. Hey, welcome back. If you are looking for a family-friendly way to bring in the new year, celebrate Rochester New Year's Eve might be the stop for you. It's at Mayo Civic Center, and to tell us more about it today, Erin O'Brien joins us. Erin is the communications manager with Experience Rochester and Mayo Civic Center. It's good to have you back at KTTC.
Well, thanks for having me. Always good to be back here.
Yes, you were a reporter here for a while, anchor as well.
For a couple years, yes,
Yeah.
so until about 2019, so it's good to be back here.
Still in the
studio.
city, though,
Yes.
doing a lot of good in our
Yes.
community. And one event that's coming up this weekend, I guess on Sunday, on New Year's Eve, is a big event at Mayo Civic Center. What can people expect?
Yes, this Sunday is the second Celebrate Rochester New Year's Eve at the Mayo Civic Center, so it's a full day of free entertainment and activities for the whole family. So the day starts at 2 in the afternoon, and that's really geared towards families, so a lot of free activities, indoor roller skating at the Civic Center, which is always a hit.
Yes.
Inflatables, balloon animals, face painting, you name it, things for families to enjoy. We even have a special ball drop at 6 p.m. for any kids who need to go to bed early.
That's perfect.
We'll have, starting at about 7 o'clock, the big football game on the biggest screen in Rochester.
Oh, the Vikings?
If you want to watch the big
Vikings, isn't
game
it?
in a big crowd, that'll be happening.
Okay.
And then in the evening, we kind of shift over to live entertainment. So we'll have a couple local live bands performing, a DJ. So it'll be a jam-packed day full of free entertainment, a great way to ring in the new year.
So it's free for everyone to get in the door?
Free to attend, yes.
Okay, and then there's drinks and food there too?
Yes, we'll have food and beverages from local vendors available for purchase.
Okay.
We do also have VIP tables for the evening entertainment. If you want kind of that reserved spot for the night, you can purchase a table for you and your friends.
Okay, and here's some video from last year, the second annual this year, but last year was a hit, so I think this is going to be something for years to come, probably.
It was a big hit last year. It was amazing to see, especially in the first year. You can see there, it was just jam-packed all day. We're certainly hoping it'll be that way again this year, maybe even bigger, but it was great to see the community support for this kind of a free event. Definitely needed in the community.
Very kid-friendly, which is nice that you have those specific times, the roller skating, fun for the entire family, really, all the way until midnight.
Absolutely, yeah, 12:30 in the morning. So ring in the new year and count down in a big group of people. It'll be a blast.
Yeah, you'll be there?
Yes, we will.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. Erin, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Anything more that folks at home need to know?
Well, visit mayociviccenter.com for a full schedule of events or to reserve a VIP table.
Because there are a lot of things happening.
A lot to do,
going
yes.
on. All right, thanks again.
Thanks, Cammie.
More on our website as well, KTTC.com. All right, we have to take a quick break. We'll answer the question of the day when we come back. All right, let's answer our question of the day. According to a survey, Monday is the toughest day of the week to do what? The answer is decide. You kind of mentioned that.
I kind of mentioned that, yeah.
Decide what to make for dinner. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, thankfully it's Thursday. Do you know what you're making for dinner?
I have a roast that I want to make actually, but
You
we'll
do like
see.
to make food.
I do like to make food a little bit here and there.
All right, how about on Mondays?
Mondays, just pizza, throw in the oven.
Oh, pizza on Mondays. You have a schedule, you know.
Yeah, I know, it's all lined up.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Coming up next on KTTC is your news at 5 o'clock with this guy right here and that guy over there. Have a good day, everyone. This is gonna be okay.
Now on KTTC, disappearing from store shelves. An important message for people who suffer from asthma. And a plea for safety. Experts warning about the dangers of thin ice given our warm start to winter. But first, brewing up controversy. The move by a Wisconsin beer maker to challenge Donald Trump's ballot access. Your 5 o'clock news starts right now.
Live